Good evening. Well, a lot's been going on. Um, I debated whether or not to even put this on YouTube. I already put it on brand new tube. Um, but I am because I have people, probably about five, that listen to me on a regular basis. So you deserve to know the results of the test of my son. Um, he had a test on 7/11 and it was a nasal swab, and we did not get the results back. It's one of those that takes, as we know now, a week. But um, we brought him in on Monday along with my fiance, and they had not nasal swabs, I'm sorry, blood tests done, which is a 30-minute test, and both turned out negative. So needless to say, everybody was, whatever, relieved. Then on Friday or Saturday, 13th, 17th or the 18th, my fiance got a call that the test from the 11th, the nasal swab, was positive on my stepson. And by that point, he was so much better anyway. So it doesn't really matter, I guess. Um, but it again freaked him out because he has to go to the hospital to see his mother, who just got transferred today into the nursing home for rehab, which she'll be in isolation because nobody can visit her. But anyway, um, he went and got another test done yesterday, blood test, and it was negative. He's just being, I mean, if it was your mother in the hospital, what would you do? I mean, we can believe that, they're not accurate. It's not real. It's a virus. It's like the flu. It's whatever. But when it comes down to your mother's life, I mean, what do? You do what you can because you're helpless. And so that's where we're at. I feel a little like, I have a cold coming on, but I'm not sure. But anyway, whatever. I have the next 2 days off, so I guess good timing. Anyway, I have not been tested at all. So, my sister was tested and she was positive. The only symptoms she didn't have fever, she had nothing. The only thing that she had is that she could tell that she couldn't taste things very well. And that was it. She's in tip-top shape and 12 years younger than me. So, anyway, but it did not affect her at all. Um, she's the baby. So, I don't know. That's where we are as far as the virus is concerned. Yes, again, I believe it exists. Is it the testing and all the, you get with fever, two different tests. One is a negative and one is a positive. It doesn't make any sense. The swab on Friday is positive and the blood test on Monday is negative. Even if the blood on Monday is negative, even if it's testing for antibodies, they still should be present. Fever both times. I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. And if you're using this to say whether somebody's positive or negative, we're in big trouble. Huge trouble. They've never isolated the virus, so I don't know how they can test for this virus. And it has so many similarities to the cold and other coronaviruses that are out there. I don't know. How do you test for something you've never isolated? And when you say you've never isolated it, that means you've never identified it. You haven't given it its markers that make it different than all the other viruses, coronaviruses out there. I'm just so tired of the lack of logic, and um, I just, if you don't know, then just say you don't know, okay? As a teacher, there were plenty of times where I would say to my students, I don't know. You know what? We need to both look that up together and let's see. And we did. Or I give students extra credit. They go look it up and they give us a report on it. They get extra credit. Hello. We all learn something. It also gains people's respect when they realize that you're not a know-it-all. But logic is logic. And, I made an A in college in 4,000 level logic. I was one of those weirdos who was really good at analysis. And I don't, when I took the GRE to get in graduate school, my highest was analytical. My GRE was way up there, my score. So, I don't, that's what I'm good at. There are other things I'm not good at, but I can see when something doesn't make sense and it just doesn't follow. And I've been searching for somebody to explain to me how it is that the narrative makes sense. And it doesn't. And it hasn't from the beginning. And it continues not to. I mean, they flip-flopped on so many issues, it's not even funny. Mass confusion. We're going to start schools here on a partial opening. They're going to go to school 2 days a week. Fridays, they're going to clean the schools. So they'll either be on a Monday, Wednesday schedule or a Tuesday, Thursday schedule. And mine are in high school. And thank God they're freshmen and sophomores, so they're not going to end it this way. But maybe. I mean, we don't know what the future is going to bring. Flatten the curve. Okay, we flatten the curve. Nope. Then they create a new way to look at it. Because they're testing with these erroneous tests. We've got numbers out the wazoo. Deaths, not so much. But amount of numbers, yeah. Because it's spreading throughout the population, which viruses normally do. And eventually they weaken historically. But yeah, now we're going to stay at phase 2, partial opening. Phase 3, you all go to school. Phase 4, we'll reintroduce sports into the system. I don't know other states, but this is how we're doing it here. We're under mandatory masks on all indoor. We don't have to wear them out on the streets, but we do have to wear them if we go into a building. Which I've been doing that at work anyway, which is just, if that mask isn't making me sick, I don't know what is. But anyway, so that's where I'm at. I'm up to my eyeballs in this virus and it affecting our family in different ways. And it's sad. It's sad. And then you want to throw in all the other stuff that's going on besides the virus. And it's hard to have a lot of faith in the fact that we're going to pull through this completely unscathed because people are losing it. People are losing jobs. The $600 a week is going to run out at the end of July in unemployment, and it's going to go under for a lot of people. This second wave is going to be mass loss of jobs and things like that if they keep this up. Businesses going under, except for Walmart and Home Depot, and those two are allowed because they're big corporations and they have power. Anyway, so just yeah, I'm frustrated. None of this makes sense. It has not been handled logically. And if it's not being handled logically, then there are ulterior motives and something else going on. And all of us have our theories as to what that is. So, I wish I knew the truth. I wish I knew. I really knew. So I could pass it on to you. All I can give you is the evidence in my life. And you can draw your own conclusions. But I wanted to share this so that you know. Um, and know that I'm telling you the truth. And you can take this one to the bank. I do have the paperwork on the negative one. I will be getting the paperwork on the positive one. So, whatever. Tracers show up at my door. The negative comes after the positive. So, until y'all get your stuff figured out, stay away from my door. You really don't want to deal with me. Because I'll bring this as high as I have to. Because this is ridiculous. So, anyway. Talk to you later. Bye for now.